What is going on, guys? Hassan Malik back here, and we got a bunch of Lego Star Wars news recently. We got a good look at every single set that we're going to be getting this summer, and on top of that, we did have a whole bunch of rumors from before as well. So I kind of just want to make this video to go over everything that you can expect from Lego Star Wars in 2022. So we're going to be going over every single set that is set to release in 2022. A lot of these are based off of rumors, but they do come from some very reliable sources. Either way though, make sure to take all of this information with a grain of salt. And in this video, I'm not going to be really discussing all the sets that have already been revealed. So if you guys like to hear my opinions on those sets, make sure to check out this video where I break down everything that we've gotten so far. And also, before we get into it, I do want to give a very quick reminder that the giveaway for $100 worth of your choice of Lego sets is still currently going on. All you gotta do to enter is make sure to subscribe to the channel, follow that link in the description, and sign in with your YouTube account. Super simple and 100% free. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be doing this video in release order, so we're going to start with these sets that come out earlier and move our way down throughout the year. So starting with the Spring Wave here, all these sets are going to be releasing on May the 1st. First up here, we have set number 75329, the Death Star Trench Run. This set is going to retail for $60 and will include 666 pieces. And this set will be part of a new line of Lego Star Wars sets that are going to be 18 plus sets that are sort of like dioramas, I guess. They're really meant to be display models, won't have any play features, and are targeted at a much older audience. And that is something pretty cool for someone like me, because that's pretty much all I do with my Lego sets. I display them, so I'm glad that Lego is taking these type of builds more seriously. And our next set here is also in that same line of sets. This is set number 75330, Training on Dagobah, and this set is going to retail for $80, includes 1,000 pieces, and will include minifigures like Luke, Yoda, and R2. And just like the last one, this set will also be 18 plus. And the next set here, this one we don't actually have a set number for, and it's probably going to be part of this 18 plus line of sets, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. But this set is the Death Star Trash Compactor, so we don't have a price or piece count here, and we're not entirely sure if it's part of this line, but there's a good chance it will be. And this set is going to include minifigures like Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewie. So either way though, this 18 plus line of sets is sounding pretty cool, and I'm glad that Lego's doing this. Either way though, moving on throughout the Spring Wave here, we have set number 75341, the Ultimate Collector Series Land Speeder. This set is going to retail for $200. We don't have a piece count, but it will include minifigures for Luke and also C-3PO. So for anyone that thinks Lego makes too many land speeders, I think you are absolutely going to love this set. Obviously, I'm just kidding, but I think it's kind of funny that Lego's kind of stepping into the meme and giving us another land speeder, but this time it's even bigger, an Ultimate Collector Series one. Either way though, I'm actually kind of excited for this because it's an iconic vehicle and it'll be done in a much different scale, so I'm sure it'll be a pretty cool set. Moving on here, we have another set. We don't know the name of this one, but the set number is 75342, and this set will retail for $40. And we also have another set here, 75339, and this one is going to retail for $90. So both those sets, we don't really have any idea what they're going to be, but who knows, maybe one of those sets is also the Death Star Trash Compactor. We really just don't know yet, but they will be coming out very soon. And on top of that, in May, we will also be getting this year's May the 4th promo, and that'll probably be an additional set that you receive when you pre-order the UCS Land Speeder. So that's going to do for May the 1st. Honestly, it's not that far away, and we should get images of these sets very soon. Moving on here, I did want to just quickly mention Mando's N1 Starfighter. This set has already been revealed and everything, so we do know all the information about it. It's going to retail for $60 and includes 412 pieces, but it's actually releasing on June the 1st, so going in release order, this set is up next, but I'm not going to talk about it because I already discussed it in the last video. Moving on here to the Summer Wave, all these sets are going to be releasing on August 1st. So first up here, we have set number 75323, Cad Banes Ship. It's going to retail for $160 and will include 1,022 pieces, and this set will be based on the Justifier model of the ship that we see in the Bad Batch Season 1. Moving on here to set number 75332, we have a 4 plus ATST, and this set is going to retail for $30 and will include 87 pieces. So even more hot stuff for those that wanted it. Moving on here, we have set number 75333, the Jedi Starfighter. This set and a lot of the other sets in this Summer Wave are going to be based on Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. This set is going to retail for $30, includes 282 pieces, and will include minifigures of Obi-Wan and also Taun Wei. So we will be getting our first Kaminoan minifigure. There have been leaked images going around of a Kaminoan doll Lego figure, but those probably aren't real, and I think it'd be really weird if Lego injected those doll model of figures into their regular line of sets. Like for a Kaminoan in Lego form, I'd just like to see a regular minifigure with a new head mold, and maybe give them some long legs as well. Either way though, I think that would work out perfectly fine. So yeah, we're getting another Delta 7 Starfighter from the attack, and the actual ship will be that red Delta 7 that we see in Attack of the Clones that Obi-Wan uses. And it's a pretty cool vehicle that we haven't seen in Lego form in a little while here, so getting it is also pretty cool. And moving on here, we have set number 75335, BD1. This set is going to retail for $100, includes 1,062 pieces, and this entire set will be a brick-built version of BD1, the droid that we see in the Jedi Fallen Order video game. It'll also include a minifigure of BD1 as well, similar to the one that we just saw in Mando's N1 Starfighter. Only this time it's going to be done in red, obviously, but either way though, this is great to hear because we are getting sets based on Jedi Fallen Order. LEGO a long time ago said the video game was way too violent to make LEGO sets based on, but now their opinion has changed, and who knows, maybe we'll see even more sets based on the sequel of the game later this year. I would love to see Cal Kestis in minifigure form and also the Mantis. That would be absolutely amazing. Moving on here, we have set number 75334. This one's going to retail for 50 bucks and will include 408 pieces. Now, we don't really know anything about this set at all, but with the fact that we're getting Obi-Wan Starfighter, there have been a lot of people speculating that this set could maybe be a Jango Fett Slave 1. Only it'll probably be done in a smaller scale, similar to what we saw with Boba Fett's as well. Now, as much as I would love to see this, there's a lot of reasons as to why I don't think this would happen. Now, right off the bat, they got the price right here. $50 is the same price as the Slave one from last year. But that set has 593 pieces, whereas this set only has 408, so nearly a 200 piece difference. And even if this build doesn't include a side speeder and doesn't have a minifigure for Kid Boba, there is no way that would take up 200 pieces. I just don't see how they could get a Jango Fett Slave one done with 408 pieces. So that's my first reason as to why this won't happen. My second reason here is the fact that when LEGO does these duo type of sets, these sets are also done in similar scale. So if you look back to like the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter, both those sets were done on a smaller scale, so you could buy both of them and they would play well together. But the thing is, just by the piece count here, it does seem like this Jedi Starfighter will be done in a normal size. So it'd be a little bit weird if you had a normal size Jedi Starfighter, and in that same wave, you get a miniature version of a Jango Fett Slave one that is supposed to, I guess, go against it. That just feels a little bit off to me, and I just don't see that happening. But you know what, there are some larger sets on this list that we don't have that much information about other than a price. So who knows, maybe we get a Jango Fett Slave 1 as one of those. But at the end of the day, this set is not confirmed to be Jango Slave 1, so I don't want to give any misconceptions. Moving on here, we have set number 75336. This set is going to retail for 100 bucks, includes 924 pieces, and just like the last set, we don't have confirmed details on what it's supposed to be, but there's a very good chance it'll be an ATTE, similar to the one that we saw back in 2013. 100 bucks, 924 pieces, that sounds like an ATTE to me. The only thing that sounds a little bit off here is a set like this, I just don't see LEGO selling it to us for 100 bucks. Like, yes, that sounds like a fair price point, but I think with a set like this, LEGO would kind of jack it up, try and profit as much as they can off of it, because there's a lot of hype around ATTEs, especially because of the fact that we haven't gotten one in so many years. And typically when there's a lot of hype around a set, the price of that set will be pretty high. So maybe I'm just being pessimistic here. All these signs are pointing towards this set being an ATTE. It just seems a little bit too good to be true at 100 bucks. Anyways, moving on here, we have set number 75337. This set is going to retail for 140 bucks and will include 1,082 pieces. Now, this is also a set that we don't know anything about, but if the last set that we looked at does end up being an ATTE, there's a very good chance that this one will be a regular sized Republic Gunship. And this is due to the fact that every single year that we've seen an ATTE, there's been a Republic Gunship that launches alongside it. So this is all kind of just speculation, but the thing is, if that last set does end up being an ATTE, I think there's a very good chance this one will be a Republic Gunship. A lot of people have been saying they wouldn't do this because it would hurt the sales of the UCS one that we just got last year. But the thing is, look at sets like the AT-AT, we saw a regular scale one and then a UCS one right after that. And also things like the Tumbler, we got a regular Tumbler and a UCS Tumbler all in one wave. So if that ATTE rumor does end up being true, I think there's a really good chance this one will be a Republic Gunship. Anyways, moving on here to the fall, guys, we have set number 75340, the 2022 Advent Calendar. I messed this up in my last couple of videos, but this set is going to retail for 45 bucks and will include 329 pieces. And we don't know much about this set, but it will include R2-D2 and C-3PO in Christmas outfits. And this set will be releasing on September 1st. And moving on here, we have the big set for this year, which is set number 75331. This is going to be a Master Builder Series set, and it's going to retail for a whopping $530. It should also be releasing on October 1st, and we don't really have any information as to what this set is going to be. At this point, all we can do is speculate and theorize, but if there was a set that I'd like to see out of a $530 LEGO Star Wars set, it would be the Jedi Temple. Now, is this going to happen? Probably not. LEGO doesn't really put too much resources into the prequels like this. I've heard other people saying this could be like a Battle of Geonosis set, but I just think that'd be way too good to be true. I think the Jedi Temple would be a lot more realistic. It's a very iconic structure that we see in all three of the prequel movies, and just in the way that Master Builder Series sets work, I think a Jedi Temple would be perfect for this. Master Builder Series sets typically have a lot of rooms, a lot of play features, and a lot of stuff like that, so a Jedi Temple would be perfect for that. You could have the training areas, the entrance, so much you can make in that set. And you could also dump in a whole bunch of Jedi minifigures. I think that set would sell very well. But that's just my theory, or I wouldn't even really call it a theory. I don't really think it's going to happen. It's just what I would like to see happen. But make sure to let me know what you guys think that set is going to be down in the comments below. Moving on here, we still have more sets. So these next couple of sets here don't actually have release dates. So first off, we have set number 75303, and this is going to be a direct-to-consumer set. Other than that, we have no details, no price, no piece count, nothing like that. And this will probably just be the other UCS set that we get this year, probably a build of an iconic character or something like that. Like typically we get multiple UCS sets in a year, so I guess this one will just be the next one that we get. I also have absolutely no guess as to what this set is going to be. But if I was to take a guess, I think it's just going to be another vehicle from the original trilogy, but that's not what I want to see. Give us something new, give us something different. I would love to see a ETA-2 Jedi Interceptor done in a UCS scale. I think that'd be pretty cool. We got a pretty cool UCS set last year with the Republic Gunship, so who knows, maybe that could happen. I think it's a very iconic vehicle from the prequels. That opening scene for Revenge of the Sith is probably one of the coolest openings to any movie ever, so why not make one of the most iconic vehicles from that movie here in UCS form? But again, this is just me theorizing, none of this is confirmed. Moving on here, we have our final set, which is set number 75338, and we don't know anything about this set, but it will be retailing for 70 bucks. Now, remember earlier when I mentioned there's no way they could do a Jango Fett Slave 1 at 50 bucks with 400 pieces, but then I mentioned there's another set that will be a little bit more expensive that could be it. Well, this is a set that I was talking about. We know nothing about it, so who knows, maybe this one is going to be the Jango Fett Slave 1. At $70, I think you could definitely make a reasonably sized Slave 1, even if it's not the complete size or done at the accuracy of the $120 one that we saw in 2019. I still think you could make a pretty decent one at 70 bucks, so who knows, maybe this is that. I'm just kind of reaching at this point. But either way, that will pretty much wrap it up for every single LEGO Star Wars set that is going to be releasing in 2022. At least that we know of so far. Who knows, maybe more rumors pop up sometime soon. But overall, it's looking like a pretty good year. We're getting sets based on the original trilogy, some of the newer Star Wars content, and then also prequel trilogy stuff. So LEGO is really trying to touch every single era of Star Wars here, except the sequel trilogy, I guess. But I honestly don't mind that, especially because of the fact that we got so many sequel sets when those movies were coming out. And they only came out a couple years ago, so I could go a little bit longer without seeing any remakes of sequel sets. But that's pretty much going to do for this video, guys. As usual, before you head out, make sure to go down in the comments below and let me know what you guys think about all of these sets. What are your predictions and which ones are you guys planning on buying? Whatever you're thinking, guys, anything and everything, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. And also, if you guys haven't had a chance to enter the giveaway, make sure to do so. But that'll pretty much do it for me, guys. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.